So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Professor Joanne Yip, Associate Dean of the school. Today, I will present our flagship program called BA Scheme in Fashion. And remember the JUPAS code JS3050. Our school, the vision is we want to lead the fashion industry, creating the societal impacts, offering the solution that leverage research and innovation excellence of the school. I think your concern is why you study PolyU, why SFT. So PolyU in these few years, our QS ranking already become 54. So first degree, your university, the ranking is very important. It will affect you whether you want to pursue a higher degree, okay, which university you came from, which university you graduate from. So PolyU, okay, 54. And then if you look at the subject ranking, SFT belongs to the arts and design. The subject ranking is 22. In Hong Kong, it's number 1, okay? We also have a lot of professors. We have 14 professors. They are ranked top 2% most cited scientists. Okay, so you can see a lot of professors here, and you find me here too. Right. So SFT is actually matched with the industry need and the market need. So you can see a lot of digital things, marketing, and then media, social media marketing, etc. So what exactly you will learn from us? We'll indeed cover from the materials to the fabric, the manufacturing process. You design it, you can able to make it, and you are able to sell, so you know the branding and the marketing strategies. Okay, so very wide range of the knowledge that you will learn from us. Facility, okay, you can like in Hong Kong, there's such a small place, and PolyU located in Central. But we are still able to have a lot of big machine in our studio, in our workshop. And the concept is we want our student, you design it, you are able to make it. It's not just design on the iPad. You're really able to make it like the real garments. So we have a lot of nice studio and the facility. This one, you are located in Innovation Tower, very iconic building in Hong Kong. And this one is actually designed by a very famous architect, Zaha Hadid. And unfortunately, she passed away. So it's only one building from her design in Hong Kong. That's this building. 13th floor, this one is the top floor of the building. You can see a very nice view. That's our design studio. We let our final year student to have one table, one desk, one student to use for the whole year. We want to give our student designer a room to create their own collection, design, and they can work 24 hours in here, okay? So if you haven't seen that, later you can go and then take a pictures. We also have a lot of world-class facility like the laser engraving or body scanner, just to let our students know that technology will help the design. Technology will also make the product into another level. So you need to learn technology too. So what exactly you will learn from us? Okay, first year is a fundamental year. Unlike the secondary school, you learn a lot of things, may not interested, but you want to pass, you want to get the good result. But university life is different. So first year, you learn different things, and then we give you to choose. You can choose your favorite specialism after year 2. Okay, so year 2, you will be able to choose, for example, different things, and then we will have 101 quota, okay, both JUPAS and non-JUPAS, and senior quota, we have another 100. So if you look at this table, okay, that's the concept, how we decided what you need to learn. It is based on the subject cluster. We think that our students need to learn digital design. They also need to learn sustainability or other things. So here, based on the subject cluster, most of the students need to learn. But if you are the fashion design student, okay, then that means you need to learn more about fashion design. Same as if you are the technology student, you need to learn more on certain knowledge cluster. Okay? So we won't just teach you very narrow. Otherwise, when you graduate, you can only do this. No, we want you to learn something that important. Actually, the industry also want our graduate. They have to learn this. Okay? So fashion design, what we are looking for, we want some student who has a originality, very creative, and then the student able to dare to challenge the norm. Okay, Eric Chen, our alumni. This is his latest collection that showcased in the center stage. Okay, how can two men wear the same, suit? Doesn't matter. Dare to challenge the norm. Okay, that's what we are looking for our designer. Knitwear designer, you need to learn a bit more on yarn, because from a yarn to a fabric to a knitwear is actually a lot of technology. Okay, so knitwear designer. And contour design and activewear is the only one in Asia that we offer. So contour fashion, like intimate apparel, is very complicated. It's about the body shape, it's about the material and the fitting. Okay? And activewear is also a big trend now, right? So fashion business. In Hong Kong, there's a many flagship store in Hong Kong. So fashion business students, they learn sourcing, buying, branding, digital marketing, etc. Okay? Sometimes 8:30, we are sitting here teaching the knowledge. It's so boring. SFT students, they go to Dior and then let the Dior designer, the store manager, to tell them what actually Dior is about. So very interesting. How about the innovation and technology? Okay, a lot of fabric now, they can add the sensor. So sensor, wearable, electronic, many things are actually embedded in the textile. So fashion, innovation, and technology, we need the student to know a lot about new material and then digitalization. Okay, use the digital media to create the product. Finally, if you cannot select any specialism, you can still pick like fashion. Just you don't have any specialism. You want to learn this and learn that. Okay, so finally you will graduate with the BA in fashion only. So exchange, okay? SFT has very active to have the partnership with the famous university who offer the fashion program. So as an SFT student, you will be able to apply the exchange program usually in the year 3, okay? And one semester, you go out, you pay the PolyU free, you enjoy your study overseas, and you got the scholarship too. Okay, PolyU will offer the scholarship. So this is a very good opportunity that students should go overseas and take a look at other culture. Happy faces from our students. Okay, beside learning, of course, tourists. They visit a lot of places, right? And then internship. I think compare with other program, SFT has a very good partner with different brands. Okay, so you can see these brands, they will offer the internship for our students. So let them know what exactly in the workplace. Fashion show, okay? As a designer, their dream is their collection can go on the runway. But you know how expensive to have your collection to wear on the runway? But SFT will offer our graduates, okay, our final year student a platform. So they can have their collection show on the runway. The selected finalists, okay, you can see every year our fashion show student, our fashion show attract a lot of people to attend. And we also will get some industry sponsor to give the ship the awardees. Right. Learning experience. Our student Fiona and Jessie will share more about their learning experience in SFT. Okay, but you can see a lot of interesting guest speaker like Tyson Yoshi. How many of you know him? Yeah, so the girls just scream, oh, okay, ask a lot of questions. Right, and then this is the cultural heritage workshop we offer to our students in Macau. And then we joined the luxury retail store, as I said, okay, SF student, 8:30, not sitting in the lecture theater. Most of them here, they can join this kinds of very interesting experience, drinking champagne, waiting for the Dior to open, and then look at the interior design. Dior, the manager tells you Dior, the latest collection. Well, this is to let our students know the real operation in the luxury retail brand. Okay, so Dior, Vivian Westwood, okay, something here. Competition. Okay, students join the competition can learn a lot. So our SFT students, we encourage them to join different types of competition. We sometimes we pay for them. Okay, if they can enter to the finalists, and then we will have some sponsorship for the student to really, fight for the best position for the competition. This one is actually the student go to UK. They went to UK. We sponsor them the air ticket. Okay, so this one, Fiona will talk a little bit more about the study tour in the London, and then outstanding student. Had you ever think that maybe my secondary school, my result is not the top, or is I couldn't get the scholarship? But SFT students, once they pick something they like to learn, and they perform better and better. And we can see that, like this student, she can keep getting a lot of scholarship. Okay, why she want to get different of scholarship? Think about when you graduate, there's a 200 people graduate at the same time. How can you differentiate yourself among your peers? That's your CV. You got the scholarship, you went to the exchange, you go to LV for the internship. Okay, this is the how you build up your CV, and then you go to the next level, right? So SFT plan to give you this opportunity. You may not get the scholarship. You may not always get the highest mark in the class, but you can get competition. You go for competition, you go for internship. This is also the way you build up your CV. Okay, so example. Some students are worried about the job, the career. I can tell you, even next year, we don't know what job will be popular. Which job can help you to get high salary? That's no guarantee unless you go for nursing. But you have to be a nurse. You have to work like shift. You have to do something. But if you like fashion, you may not know what exactly you can do because there's a lot of job you can choose. It is rely on how you build up your portfolio. Your learning experience will help you to find the ideal job you want to do. And then I can tell you, if you like the job, it can be your whole life, you're willing to spend the time. If you don't like the job, every Sunday, you don't want to go back to the work because next day is Monday. Okay? So career, there's a lot of job. It's how we help you, right? We build this IG because we want our students know There's a lot of job that they can apply. Tell them this is the requirement. So you can scan this IG and then follow, you will know what kinds of job actually offering to the students. Here, comparison, okay? Some may think, especially the parents, like how much they can earn is actually not too important. But if you compare, you study design, okay, or SFT design, well, you can see the average salary. This is last year figure. That's actually a bit higher, okay? 1,000, not much, okay, but still higher. If you compare, you study SFT fashion business with the normal business student, well, there's still $100, no, $200 more. Well, the reason is, well, I can say because you know more on the product. Compare, you just learn marketing, you learn fashion marketing, you know about the product, okay? Right. So this is for reference. And then our student, okay, so like Marcus, he got the President Award. Okay, he just finished his study, very outstanding student. Okay, and then if you look at our graduates, amazing talents, like Vicky, her designs actually used a lot, okay, by different celebrity. Okay, different celebrity will acquire her design, purchase from her, and then you can see all the IG, K-Cock, and our famous designer, and then Jie Tingfeng. Okay, so ding ding, the Jie Tingfeng is wearing the T-shirt from him. Okay, so Kit Wan designed the mic stand. Okay, that mic stand designed from our from Kit Wan, very iconic. Okay, very eye-catching. So lots of amazing talents, not just designer. Okay, they can be a brand director. They already work in the brand, so different career prospect. Right. Okay, so now go back to the key point. If you are targeting our program, and this is the scholarship we offer, okay, like how many stars you can get, how much money you can get more. So this is not much, but I think it's a good encouragement. You work hard, you really can get something from the university, okay? So one tips, remember, one tips, put us in the band A, okay? And then you will receive our email mid of January that you will need to attend the interview. With the interview, you will get the mark for you. So prefer the subject, okay? You can see visual arts, science subject, business subject, all welcome. Well, that's not really just design student, okay? Even you didn't study visual arts, welcome. This is in our website, okay? Also in the booklet. And this is the key admission figure for the non-JUPAS, okay, especially IB, A-level, and you can take a look on this information, early round and main round. And then this one is for the non-JUPAS, and again, the admission requirement. Okay, take a quick picture look. Quick look. And this is the scholarship. We also offer entry scholarship for non-JUPAS student. Right. Finally, this is the senior intake. Okay, if you graduate from the associate degree, remember we have 100 quota. So welcome, and then remember the admission dates. So this is the senior intake. Yeah. Okay. So I will pass the time to Fiona first. Okay, she's our year 2 student. She will share with you about her learning experience and then how she spent her time, okay, with us. And by the way, she got a lot of scholarship, okay? So you may want to hear how she can get in our program and then why she can keep getting a lot of scholarship, okay?
So, hi guys, this is Fiona. So, I'm currently a year two student majoring in fashion design. Today, I'm gonna share what I gained in this year. Okay, so basically in your year one, you study everything about fashion, including fashion technology, fashion business. You know how to sew, you know how to weave, how to knit, and we'll do mood board, styling board, everything. And then you'll select your specialism in your year two. And then this is my study daily. Like I think this is what differentiate SFT from other major. Like aside from lecture, I also been to the Dior pop-up store and drink cocktail and the attending fashion show. I don't know whether you have watched the TVB show Amazing Cut. And then the center stage a grand show just wrapped up. And then we'll also do weaving, knitting during our lecture, also attend some workshop and designer talk. This is one of the famous Japanese designer majoring in shoes design. And then opportunities. So for scholarship, we really have a lot of opportunities to get it. You're basically receiving emails every day. So if you apply, then you might get it. So I've got entry scholarship, HSBC, Tong I, government scholarship, something like that. And then for competitions, aside from design competition, this is one of the sustainable fashion business projects. So luckily, I joined it with my group mates and won the first runner-up with my group. And you can also join some mentorship programs and gain insight from the industry leader. And study trips. I believe most of you would like to travel, right? So this year in January, we've been to London. We have a collaboration with London College of Fashion and attending their lecture and communicate with their professors, experiencing their culture. So I've also participated in the Macau study tour last year to learn about the intangible cultural, some craftsmanship. And next is the summer internship just wrapped up. I've been to Shanghai for 2 months to be the design assistant for an individual designer brand, and it's also sponsored by our school and the organization. Some of my daily job, and this is the end of my sharing. I'll pass my time to another our senior students to do her sharing.
Okay, well, you can see from Fiona's slide, she just finished 1 year study, and then she seemed to be like did a lot of things. And then this summer she went to the Shanghai for the internship for 2 months, and she got free ticket and free accommodation. And then we had 30 students went to Shanghai, work in there for 2 months. So next will be Jessie, and she's a fashion business student, and she will tell us that what she learned, right?
So good morning, everyone. So after I'm Jessie and the final year of studying fashion business. So after hearing some outstanding activity, let me focus more on what I learned from the courses. So I like most of you have a great interest in fashion, and I already take the visual art and fashion as my elective in secondary school, then which take me to be SFT here and today. And at first year, which is our basic foundation courses for us, we will try a little bit of everything. Like I make the wedding dress in year one in the design classes and try the fabric science like printing and dyeing in the tech module, and also learning to plan a selling plan for the marketing lessons. So after exploring in the year one, I find that fashion is more than just fashion design is a huge business. So I chose the fashion business to be my specialism. So what will we learn in the fashion business? We will learn about like fashion buying, how can we source and buy the product for the store, and what is the brand management, how to manage a luxury brand, how to build up the brand equity, how the brand story or the value to affect the customer to buy our products. So those knowledge make me to find out more career way, like I can be a merchandiser, I can be a buyer or even a brand manager. So it is a quite useful knowledge for me. So also we will learn some practical knowledge like the visual merchandising to learn how to use the 3D software to make the store layout, how the sound or smell to affect the customer to stay our store, and how to get the interest to our product. Also, I think most of you will do the online shopping right now, so we will still learn something UX and UI design to use the tips like Marvel to build a clickable prototype of their apps to improve the e-commercial. Next, besides learning some core courses, we can still take some elective out of our major. So like I take the 3D CAD in pattern to this year. It is a quite fun courses to learn to use the this software to build their digital garments. Next. So, because I just mentioned that we will learn some luxury brand management and visual merchandising, so we will have the experience to visit the Loro Piana to learn more about how they design the wall like that, why they put the garment on there, how they care about their brand values. This is a quite useful backstage patch. For next is the guest talk. This is quite special things for SFT because you can have the collaboration project with the celebrity. It's a quite fun experience for me. So it's the quite highlight point in the internship. I just finished the internship at last summer in our SFT marketing team to let me know more how the marketing is really like. So it's very useful experience. Besides, as the school have promoted many useful facilities for us, so I think we can make a good use of this, like learning some photovoltaic after classes. Okay. And I already tried to hold a store in Lunar New Year Fair and to put my business knowledge to start my own business. So hope my lecture can help you understand more of our courses.
Okay, so thank you, Jessie. So I think, yeah, the two current students can tell you more about their learning experience. Okay, so now we in your language and yeah, I'm able to answer your questions. 有冇問題咧？咁有冇興趣話即係點樣可以 tips 入到嚟啊？或者啲咩啊？有咁要舉手問嘅，唔可以咁樣話我自己問咁樣嘅。有舉手舉手。So any questions? Yeah. 係嗱 ，non-JUPAS 咧就係 those 即係嗰啲讀IB 啦、A level 啦，嗰啲都叫做 non-JUPAS 噶嘛。咁我哋會考慮咩咧？就其實有成績嘅。咁佢因為咧一定要達到理工大學至少嗰個 minimum 嘅。咁譬如 A level 都有寫到啲分數嘅，咁可以開翻嗰版啦。嗱，你見到啦。咁呢啲都係啲最基本嘅嘢，跟住咧，當我哋會覺得你已經達到最基本啦，咁我哋就會 invite 你 interview 咯喎。咁啊，invite interview 嘅時候咧，你就可以 show 你啲 portfolio 啦，用流利嘅英文同你嘅 interviewer 傾偈啦。最緊要咧就 show 俾佢睇，你真係好想讀我哋咯，你嘅 passion，OK？咁呢個係最值得我哋想收嘅學生咯，係啊。仲有冇？associate degree 升上嚟咧，就會係用 senior year 嘅方法去收嘅。咁 senior year 我哋有100個位，咁啊亦都有個 admission deadline。當你報咗 senior year 咧，咁你就話俾我哋知你想揀邊個 specialism 啦。咁按住你個次序，我哋就會去 interview 嘅。如果你想讀 fashion design 啊、knit 啊或者係內衣，一定要 in 咯。咁而 business 嗰啲咧就會睇嗰個personal 嘅 rating 嘅係啦，咁樣咯，咁當然係 GPA 啦，係啦。